was Hill of Shovel not in the fight? Was that a 4v5 fight for Day Wards?
I think that you are correct there, actually.
Oh.
I don't remember seeing Hill of Shovel. He may have been top during that entire fight.
Yeah, and Bright Nova actually finding Lurkenberger, forcing out the Let's Bounce, and the ulti does barely swim by him as he's able to survive it. And he doesn't, and Fupa Sniper is caught out as well, trying to help Zach, and actually takes his place for that death.
And it looks like Singe just 1v1 Vayne.
Oh gosh, that is just not what you're looking for if you are Condemned Gaming right now. Your most fed carry, a player on the team, falls down to the Singe by himself, and there's just so much going on right now that that Vayne needs to farm up, but at the same time, the base is also being attacked right now by all of Day Wards. So we'll see how this plays out. I'm a thorough believer in, as long as you have a Vayne on your team, you will still have a shot, as long as you can drag out the game. So after this pause, we shall hopefully see how this plays out.
Yeah, and it looks like there's actually a pause coming out. From what we are seeing, it looks like Fupa Sniper was actually lagging through a lot of that, and so he's restarting his client, just trying to get back into this game. And there's just some talk about the New York Mets going down in all chat. So kind of shows that both teams they're still pretty cordial to one another, even though they're in a competitive team. So
right. So yeah, it's just talking about the game right now. Like Lurkenberger just 0-5-0 right now. He just could not. It seems like he just cannot find his stride right now. Either that or Bright Nova is just playing out of his mind right now. Just almost like a sixth sense, tracking where the enemy team is and just seeking them out. And not only that, but the precision with the charms. As long as you land the charms on Ari, you have a great shot at getting those kills. And he has been more successful than not this game.
Yeah, and you know, it's just, I think it really is Bright Nova in this game. However, Ezreal is, again, sticking with his no deaths. The board battle's probably being won by Day Wards, which is helping them come, you know, in this game. And, you know, bringing them into a pretty commanding lead. We are still in that mid game. We haven't yet hit that late game. But there is a 13k gold advantage for Day Wards in this game. So Fupa Sniper has reconnected. We'll see if they go ahead and unpause. The unpause should come out in a moment, and we'll get back into this game, and hopefully we won't have any more issues. But at this point, Condemned Gaming really has to, you know, be on par with their team fights, because if Day Wards is allowed to take any more objectives, it's going to be very difficult for them to come back and to get into the late game.
Right, and
with their late game champions.
Yeah, and you said it best there. Condemned Gaming just really needs to harden their defenses right now. They need to not let any of these inhibs go for as long as they could, because, I mean, Day Wards know they have a window of time before Vayne just becomes way too strong for anyone to handle one-on-one. So, but at the same flip, and another missed shockwave coming out from Wylade, but she will go down, and Lurkenberger comes in to try and stop Bladestorm from throwing Travis back, but he will. He's so close to his tower, so he will regen from the fountain. But the inhibitor from mid tower does go down, and they might look to end this out as they see that two people are down from Condemned Gaming.
Now Vayne has just will respawn in about 1 second, and so we'll see if they can delay this long enough for Vayne to get in there and pick up some kills.
Fupa Sniper really drops kills. Yeah, Fupa Sniper just nearly drops down in that engagement after Lurkenberger comes back with full HP. But Snickers is around, and they're not going to push this any further, knowing that the best champion on the other team has just respawned.
Yeah. Now, I mean, it's funny, just after I said they can't give up any more objectives, they give up 3 really big objectives. The inhibitor turret, the inhibitor, and one of their Nexus turrets. So we'll see if they can continue to defend. Snickers is actually in the bot lane farming. I wonder if they're going to try to make something happen here. Snickers is in a very dangerous place. Day Wards look like they're just going to back away, though, because they are pretty low from that last engage.
And just looking... Oh, actually, Bright Nova... Poor Wylade just gets caught out by Bright Nova again, but he's actually doing quite a bit of damage, but it's just not enough as she falls yet again to Bright Nova. And Snickers is just going to come by and just clean up that kill and get yet another shutdown kill.
Yeah, it's really been Ari that has given 2 kills to Snickers there, and I mean it may be a little bit too little, too late, but at this point, Snickers is, she has 2 big items completed. She really needs to get 3 or 4 items completed, because really you want to get to that 6 item vein as closely as you can. But it looks like there's another engage going down in the mid.
And Zach uses his Let's Bounce, but Snickers caught in often to the side, and just they were just collapsing on them as soon as they saw that vein come out of that jungle. And just Condemned Gaming in a very, very difficult position. They are pushing for this final Nexus turret, but they do not have their prime AD carry. But Wiley caught out again due to that Singe, and Bladestar just so strong right now. He's at that tanky point. The Wild Growth goes down to protect them, and he's just going to keep them away as Daywards looks to end this and become the champions of the very first Compete League Silver League Championship. Will they be able to do it?
They're still pushing down in the Nexus. There is a team fight breaking out in the mid. The Janna ultimate's used to push everybody away.
Hill of Shovel's attacking still.
Ooh, Shield and
Travis
Sword
falls down. Shield and Sword's gonna nearly go down, but Snickers comes by just in time to kill Hill and Shovel, but Rivax is gonna nearly go down. He does, and Fupa Sniper's running for his life. Snickers is trying to clean up as much minions as he can to keep this Nexus alive, because these minions are not stopping, and every lane is just pushing with minions. And Bright Nova just forcing that top lane, and there's nothing Condemned Gaming can do about this if they want to continue fighting.
It does look like the charm does miss, which gives Vayne a significant opportunity to go in there, but the Orb of Deception just doing a ton of damage, and Vayne backing away and being content just pushing the minions away.
Wow, and the Ezreal ulti comes down just to push a little bit further into the mid lane, clearing those minions, and they really need to clear out all these minions and prepare for the final attack. But it looks like Dayward are pinging out for that Baron. They realize they have a good deal of time, a good window of time after having gotten mid inhibitor and the top inhibitor turret down. So they're probably going to get this uncontested.
Yeah, and that would, as is, it looks like Dayward's fashion. They're going to get this inhibitor, or sorry, not the inhibitor. They're going to get this Baron and then push in for the win. They've been very effective. I mean, I guess they do have a 100% win rate every time they get that Baron on that first Baron. But in this, it looks like there likely won't be anything else going on, because the Nexus is exposed and it's even low, and Dave Wards just has a very, very commanding lead in gold in everything. So we'll see if they can finish the game off here, or if Condemned Gaming will be able to hold them off once more.
Yeah,
and live to fight another day.
Yeah, Dave Ward's just opting to go for that inhibitor, playing it safe. They're not going to go for that Nexus, but they are seemingly planning on engaging, because they do not have much time. They need to stop this now before they get some damage onto this Nexus. And Hill, Shovel, and Sword and Shield are just attacking the Nexus, baiting them out. The Onslaught of Shadows throws in. Let's Bounce is hopping everywhere. Ezreal is going everywhere, but the Nexus is so dangerously low, and Daywards is going to end this 33 minutes in and become the very first champions of the Compete League Silver League. Wow, congratulations to them.
So 24-5, 10-1 in turrets, all of the global objectives again going to Dayward. A pretty commanding victory there. And I would say that MVP this game definitely has to go to Ari, who carried them through most of that and just assassinated their carries over and over and over again, allowing the rest of her team to push objectives and ultimately get the victory there.
Right, and yeah, you said it, man. Like, Bright Nova just throughout the game, it seems like ever since he got his ulti, he was just making plays. You saw he got that first blood onto Wylade, and that's when he got his ulti. It's like the champion just went through a metamorphosis, and he just had kills in his eyes for the entire game. And he definitely executed very well, and his team accommodating him very well. Just knowing that Bright Nova's got this great lead. He had a very quick Deathfire grasp, and they were just able to group up close enough to just give Bright Nova that veil of security to let her just make these plays, and she did not disappoint at all.
Yeah, but the one thing that I've learned after playing League is one player cannot actually carry an entire game. Right. So if you're carrying a game, really all you're doing is carrying to the point where the rest of the team can assist you. So you can notice that Ezreal and Singed and Lulu all carried their own weight in that game. So while Bright Nova led the charge, I mean, even look, Ezreal ended up with more gold than Bright Nova, despite having less kills, but more farm and more assists. So Bright Nova leading that charge, but the rest of the team just performing very, very solidly and essentially just stealing the win away from Condemned Gaming and not making them able to get into this late game where they
And
would have um, been able to, just absolutely dominate
yeah,
day wards.
absolutely correct. It's just, but like, Shield and Sword, just great play. If I had to choose an MVP of this entire tournament, the past 3 games, Shield and Sword has not had one single death throughout this whole tournament, and each and every of the 3 games he's had pretty much near perfect, excellent performances on 3 different AD carries. So just phenomenal play coming out of Shield and Sword, and just Day Wards all around. So very well deserved victory going to Day Wards. A very great effort coming out from Condemned Gaming, but they just could not seem to catch their stride after fumbling a little bit early game, and just that laning pressure was just a very difficult obstacle for them to overcome.
So it looks like we have one more game. It's going to start in about 10 minutes or so. I think we'll take a break and we'll be right back with the final game. Now, this game is not the championship. Would you mind telling us a little bit about what this last game is?
Yeah, absolutely. This game actually is the winner of the losers bracket. So this will determine who gets third place in this overall tournament. Obviously, Day Wards having just won this, they will be first place. And obviously, Condemned Gaming being the ones competing against them will be second place. So the winner of this game will be the third place winner. So definitely stay tuned for that. There's still plenty of League of Legends up ahead of us, and so as Sana said, we will go into a short break, and we will see you guys very shortly. The game is just about to start in just about 10 minutes. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you right, everyone. We are back and we are in Champ Select here with the last game of the night for Compete League. This will determine who will be the third place winner of this overall Silver League tournament. So definitely exciting stuff ahead of us here, Sana.
Yes, we definitely have a lot of exciting stuff. I was actually just talking to the FaZe clan on the blue team, and they seem really excited not only about League of Legends, but they seem excited about gaming in general. They actually have their own face or YouTube channel that they wanted me to mention, so I'll go ahead and do that now. That is, you can find that at youtube.com/FaZe clan. That's youtube.com/FAZECLAN. They actually just hit close to 2 million subscribers, so it seems
Wow.
like a pretty popular channel about gaming as well. So
Interesting. Wow. So while you're explaining all that, all these bans came out. So for FaZe Clan, they're gonna go ahead and ban Vayne, Karthus, and Thresh, while I Will Beat You are gonna ban Tristana, Shen, and Janna. How do you feel about these bans?
you know, Thresh, Thresh to me seems like one of the only traditional bans, whereas I believe that the rest of the bans are based on targeting specific people or taking out champions that would affect your game.
Interesting.
So, it looks like the blue team's picked up, I guess, FaZe Clan has picked up Zac. I Will Bait You has picked up Renekton. Well, actually, they keep switching around, so we'll wait till they actually lock in
Yeah. So
to
it's
talk about who they got.
So I Will Bait You banned out Janna, and Janna is one of the few supports that can really thwart that Zac Elastic Slingshot and engage. So that might have backfired on them a little bit. Maybe they did want to pick up that Zac, but FaZe Clan did one up on them and pick it first as I Will Bait You picks out the Renekton and the J4.
So both pretty tanky champions. Likely it'll be that Renekton up in the top lane and that J4 in the jungle, but that can always change around a bit. We have Zillion and Fiora, and they're actually changing around quite a bit. So again, I won't provide any commentary on that until they actually lock in. But looks like I Will Bait You going for a pretty tanky team there with the Renekton and the Jarvan pick.
Wow. So they do pick up Leona and Ryze on FaZe Clan, and yeah, that offers a pretty tanky front line right now, even with the AP champion included. So let's see just how both teams round out the rest of their team counts. But I'm looking through the names, and it looks like we have a few celebrities in here. We got Stan Marsh from South Park here, and Bob Marley as well.
As well as the state of Colorado.
Oh yeah, the whole state of Colorado has united on one League of Legends client, and they are playing they are Zac right now. So let's see if they decide to play Zac or if they're gonna swap out for another champion.